Welcome to Sports Savvy TV. Likes, comments, and shares is highly appreciated, man. Come chill with your boy. You know, I'm one of the funnest content creators on here. I keep it 100. This channel is for the truth, and I give it to you raw and uncut. You may not like it, but when you sit back and think about it, you're going to be like, man, the way homie said it might be a little harsh, but deep down, I can feel that and I respect that. That's the type of people I make content for. So if you're a real one, come join your boy, man, and become a part of my family, man. Because I keep it real over here. Now let's get straight to the video. Everyone laughing at the Cowboys right now. They should, because this is a mess. Let me tell you what's going on right now, man. Let me tell you what's going on. The Dallas Cowboys are 3-3. They on their bye week. Next week, they play the San Francisco 49ers. You know what's going to happen now. The 49ers going to beat them. Cowboys always struggle with West Coast teams. They always struggle with their rivals, the 49ers. You know, everyone looking forward to this game. Jerry Jones is a businessman. He's not a winning man. Let me break it down to you. You know, in the 90s, Jerry Jones got all them Super Bowls. He wanted all the credit. He ain't want to give Jimmy Johnson no credit. Egos clash, Jimmy Johnson dipped. The Cowboys ain't been the same since then. They haven't won anything since then. They're so-called America's team. Not anymore. That going to the Detroit Lions, in my opinion. But look, we're going to get back to that. You know, you ever heard the saying, family is not good for business? Close friends is not good for business? This is the prime example of that. Because Brian Brodus, he worked for 105 radio show. This dude is an insider with the Dallas Cowboys organization. He used to work there. He's still close to the organization. He got friends that work there, and he know how everything works there. He know who controlling what. He know who making decisions on what. Well, he just came out and said that people close to Jerry Jones pressured him to sign Dak Prescott. He didn't want to sign Dak Prescott because he didn't think he was worth all the money that he gave him. He wasn't sure about this guy. I knew it. That's why it took so long to get that deal done. He also felt the same way about CeeDee Lamb. If you go back and watch any of my videos, it's a task. Go back and watch any of my videos about the Cowboys. I simply said that CeeDee Lamb, he's a good receiver. The Cowboy Nation love him. But I watched this guy in college. I see his faults. He's a good number 2 receiver. You can rotate him in as a number 1 receiver, but he's not a bona fide number 1 receiver. He's just not. And Jerry Jones seen that my way too. But no one wants to hear that. You know, close friends around him pressured him to overpay for both of these guys. You know, he didn't want to do it. Jerry Jones is about power. He want to do what he want to do. But Jerry Jones is 82 years old. Do you really think Jerry Jones making all these decisions like that? No. People close to him are making the decisions. Jerry Jones is just overseeing it and pulling the trigger on these things. You know? Jerry Jones, he don't be with the team all the time. Jerry Jones got a million things he's doing. You know what I'm saying? I just heard they got the NASCAR thing coming, that they're going to be using the arena and all that, some kind of stuff like that. Like, he don't have all the time to put all his focus on improving his team, all the little details that matter. People around him, that's their job. That's what he paid them for. You know, I'm going to stop beating around the bush. One of the main people who's pressuring him to make these decisions and pressured him to make that decision was his son, Stephen Jones. Think about it. Jerry Jones ain't going to let too many people influence him on what to do. But his son is the one. Stephen Jones been running this team forever. Forever. You know, and the time has come to where the results not there. Man, when you go and look at the Cowboys' history, Cowboys always spent money in the offseason to improve their team. When the last time the Cowboys done spent money to improve the team? You know? They not doing it how they used to do it. It's because of Stephen Jones and the people around him. And now, Jerry Jones, he done snapped on people in 2 separate interviews. Them people just doing their job. He ain't never been in this position before. He don't know how it feels. He finally feeling that pressure of Cowboy Nation and Cowboy fans. Dak Prescott out there throwing interceptions to the other team like they're the offense. Dak Prescott is not a leader, man. They have no run game. They got no name backs. Zeke Elliott is washed. Get him out of Dallas. That was a Stephen Jones move. Let's bring him back. Bring him back for what? Brian Brodus even spoke, they got a report going around. Troy Aikman spoke too. The wide receivers are not getting open. That's true. But you can't blame the receivers. Here's why. Like I said, CeeDee Lamb is a number 2 wide receiver. I could count on one hand how many 100-yard games he done had this season. Once you double CeeDee Lamb, there's no one else on the roster that could beat you. The team's still built like the 90s, but it don't have the personnel. If you don't have the personnel, it don't matter what kind of scheme you run it will not work. They got 2 nice tight ends in Dallas. You got CeeDee Lamb, you got Tolbert. Who else? You got Brandon Cooks. He ain't been healthy the whole year. Brandon Cooks is washed. He should have never been brought in there. They don't have the personnel. And why they don't have the personnel? The people around Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones not handling all that. There's no way you're going to tell me an 82-year-old is handling that, man. It's not happening. Brian Brodus also spoke that every team that the Detroit Lions play moving the ball. Come to the Cowboys, they can't move the ball. Why is that? Because of Mike McCarthy. He's another one. Mike McCarthy is cool with Jerry Jones, so he could sway Jerry Jones into doing things that he want to do. It may not be for the benefit of the team, but it strokes Mike McCarthy's ego. Yeah, I got my boss to do what I want him to do. This my system. The system not working. The Cowboys offense look anemic. They cannot move the ball. Jerry Jones, he loved McCarthy. He's stubborn. I don't really think he's going to get rid of McCarthy because he trusts him. Relationships matter to him. But sometimes relationships have to be broken to save your business, man. Real talk. Ain't no friends in business. Anyone could tell you that. Ain't no friends in business. They put their money over friendship, and they don't care. It's about that dollar bill at the end of the day. Jerry Jones is a businessman. He's just not a winning. He's not a winner no more. We got to call it for what it is. He's not a winner anymore, man. He's just sitting there. What you guys think? Okay. What do you think? Okay. What do you think? Okay. Now let me take an hour to think about this. Yeah, I'm going to agree with all of y'all. Man, that's not how you run no team, man. For real. You got to be with the team every day. Hands on. Listening to coaches. Listening to players. Seeing where your team is weak at. Seeing where you can improve your team. I just see it. Jerry Jones paid all that money, and he's regretting it right now. And he's mad at everyone around him who influenced him to make these decisions. Man, you go online and you see people trying to defend Dak Prescott. They blame it on everything but him. It's Dak's fault too. He got to take 60% of this, He the one slinging that ball at the end of the day. Jerry Jones just need to rebuild the team, man. He got the title as a GM, but he don't do GM stuff. Like I say, the people around him playing GM. Jerry Jones is getting the title because he like power. He has to relinquish some of his power if he want this organization to move forward in the right direction. Jerry Jones don't learn from his mistakes. They need a good head coach in Dallas. Jason Garrett was not a good coach. Now you got Mike McCarthy, not a good coach. It starts with the coach. Get a good coach in there. Get a GM in there. You can fix the Cowboys, man. I'm going to let y'all go after this. But Jerry Jones should have stuck with his instincts and not caved into Dak and CeeDee. especially Dak. You know, they got Ferguson contract coming up. Watch they overpay for him and be really stuck. Y'all let me know in the comment section what y'all think about this situation. See ya.